Right, this is a demonstration of the brake system that's been supplied, the cable brake mechanism that's been supplied for the acceptance testing. Now we've fitted the shoe mechanism onto the torque arm here, the torque measurement here, torque shaft. That measures the force in both directions, but this is only forward acting. It's got a special mechanism in the brake to only brake when it's forward, so you can reverse. That's this mechanism here. So this is basically a trailer brake, and there's the cable operated brake. Now ideally that cable should come out of the bottom, but if you come out of the bottom there's too much of a kink on this cable, so we decided to spin it round a bit. We could try it there, or we can try it lower down, but we can't put it at the bottom, unfortunately. And that cable goes off to the cable brake pulley mechanism, and we've left it so you can pull out. You've got about a hand hold in here. You've got about 70 mils in here to get in and remove the pad. So that's the spring that holds the brake in. You can remove that. You basically assembled the shoe on here with it out, with it just withdrawn. Now when you've got it set up here, we've already put the drum on here and clocked it with a gauge to check it's nice and round and set up everything. And if you look down here, we've got the bearings inside. We've left them in because in this particular case this alignment here is good enough to go straight in there and not produce any side load on the bearing. So that's a feature of this machine. This is quite a precision machine. So we pull that in there, and then you can see the thread going in. You can see the bit of thread goes in, and then the piece goes in, picks up on the bearing. It's optional whether you use the bearing or not, but I think it's better if you can use it, because it stops vibration on the machine, makes it so you wind it forward until it touches, and then wind back a little bit so it turns, and then just check it's free by pushing the flywheel around. Check everything's catching nicely, set up right. Okay, now when you've done that, you then lock it in place with these handles. It's 4 handles. Okay, then that makes sure you can't move it. So it's locked that way, it's in central that way, it's running freely. So now you can connect the thermocouples up. This has got possibly two embedded thermocouples, which they're not embedded in the drum. You normally just stick them to the outside of the drum here. Okay, but if you've got a disc brake on, there's a hole in the back of here to pass the wire through to put onto the disc. So you can put a disc or a drum on here. Okay then, and then over here if you've got different types of thermocouples, you can plug them in here. Then we've got the torque measuring devices here with a torque load cell. This measures the torque in both directions, as I said earlier. Okay then, and then that goes off to the cable brake mechanism. And if you have a hydraulic brake, it comes in through here for the hydraulic cable. Okay then, so that's how you change it. And pulling it out, I'll have to undo these again. If I pull these out, pull the brake out, it comes out quite easily there. It's a sit down job this, it's just the right height and you can get at it. It's a nice small cage chamber, and there you are, plenty of room to change the brake shoes if you want, put new pads in and test a new pad.